So the IRS can help you earn a lot of credit card points, and no, this is not clickbait. The IRS conveniently lets you pay your taxes with a credit card. But the question is, should you? That's what we're going to cover in this video. My name is Max and I help people maximize their airline miles, hotel points, and credit card points. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button down below. That does help out my channel, and let's get started. First, let's get a handle on the fundamental facts. The idea of paying your taxes with a credit card might sound alluring, especially for those who are always on the hunt for opportunities to accumulate points and miles or cash back or just rewards. But just wait a minute. Before you whip out that piece of plastic and start charging away, there's a significant caveat that you need to be aware of, and that's fees. Yes, there are dreaded fees that accompany the use of credit card to pay for your taxes. So here's the deal. If you want to make a payment to the IRS using a credit card, you're required to go through one of their 3 designated independent payment processors. And these guys aren't offering their services out of the goodness of their hearts. They're in the business of making money, which means they'll impose fees that'll start at around $2.20 or 1.8% of your total bill, depending on which is greater. Now, you might be thinking, that's okay, right? It's worth it if I'm earning rewards? Well, not so fast. If your credit card gives you back less than 1.8% on the transaction, you'll find yourself in the red, even factoring in your rewards. So here's the part you've been waiting for though. There are specific situations where it's entirely possible to unlock a bunch of credit card points by paying your taxes with a credit card, and you'll still come out ahead. So first off, many reward credit cards offer enticing sign-up bonuses or welcome bonuses where you stand to gain a significant amount of rewards if you spend a certain sum within a specific time period. Sometimes that hefty tax bill might be just what you need to meet that minimum spend requirement. Say you have a $20,000 minimum spend requirement on a credit card, $20,000 tax bill that you have to pay, boom, you just hit your minimum spend requirement in just one transaction. And it's a tax bill that you have to pay anyways. So you just have to do the math. Let me show you this spreadsheet to help you visualize what the math looks like. So this is a quick spreadsheet that I made to kind of calculate whether it's worth it to pay your taxes with a credit card or not. So say you owe $10,000 in taxes and the credit card processing fee is 1.82%. So that means you have to pay $182 for that credit card processing fee to pay your taxes with a credit card that you sign up for. Maybe it gives you a 75,000 point welcome bonus. And on that spend, you'll earn 2 times points for every dollar that you spend. That means you'll earn 20,000 additional credit card points. So times 10,000, that's 20,000. You'll earn a total of 95,000 points. If you take that 95,000 points, pull it down here. If you value your points at 1 cent per point, then you get $950 value out of the credit card points that you'll earn. But say if you're able to redeem your points at 2 cents per point, then you're getting even more value out of your credit card points. But let's change this back to 1 cent per point for right now. And so totals to be $950 in value, you have to pay $182 in fees. So you're coming out ahead. Another reason to pay your taxes with a credit card is to unlock credit card benefits that require you to meet a spend threshold. Certain cards offer incentives such as free night certificates or elite status if you spend a considerable amount of money on the cards. For example, if you have an American Airlines credit card, every dollar you put on the card, you'll earn an American Airlines loyalty point. Spend $40,000, you'll earn 40,000 loyalty points. You'll earn American Airlines Gold status. That's just one example. There are other cards that offer benefits as well. So putting your taxes on a card and paying the 1.8% fee might be worth it to earn extra hotel perks or airline status. So with all this information, if you decide it's worth it to pay your taxes with a credit card, let's go through a few credit cards you can consider paying your taxes with. If you're interested in any of these cards I'm about to mention, my links are down in the description, and using those links helps support my work. Let's chat about personal cards first. The first personal card is the Capital One Venture X, and it's one of my top picks because you earn 2 times points on your tax payment. So for every dollar you pay in taxes, you earn 2 Capital One miles. Capital One miles are worth a minimum of at least 1 cent per mile when redeeming them for travel. So essentially for every dollar that you spend, you earn 2 cents. That's like getting 2% back. That's a bare minimum value of Capital One miles. If you watch my other YouTube videos, you know we often get more than 1 cent per mile valuation on Capital One miles. I just want you to know to set the baseline low. This means even if you have to pay the credit card processing fee, you're coming out ahead. That's not to mention the 75,000 Capital One mile bonus that you earn after hitting the minimum spend requirement of $4,000 in 3 months. Let's say you have a $4,000 tax bill, plug that into the calculator spreadsheet, and you're getting a total of $830 in points value, and you're paying $72 for the credit card processing fee. That's not bad at all. You're coming out ahead. One other thing to note is that the Capital One Venture X has a $395 annual fee. If that annual fee is too high for you, then you might want to consider the Venture X's little brother, the Capital One Venture, which has a lower annual fee of $95 and earns 2 times points on everything as well, and also has a 75,000 point bonus. So another good personal card options. For business cards, the American Express Blue Business Plus earns 2 times points on everything up to $50,000 in purchases each year, and the card has no annual fee, which is a plus. The welcome bonus right now is 30,000 points when you hit 6,000 in spend. If you run the math on that, the value of each point at a minimum of 1 cent per point, the total value is $420 at a bare minimum, and you're paying $109 in credit card processing fee, which isn't bad, but it's not as good as the next option, which is the Capital One Venture X Business. This is where things can get really interesting, is if you get the Capital One Venture X Business and you meet the minimum spend requirement of $20,000, you have to pay $364 in fees, but you'll earn the 150,000 Capital One miles as a welcome bonus, and on that $20,000 spend, you'll also earn 2 times points on that. So that's an extra 40,000 Capital One miles from the spend, so that comes to a total of 190,000 Capital One miles. And if you value those at a bare minimum of 1 cent per mile, that's a total value of $1,900 in Capital One miles. If Chase points are more your thing, the Chase Inc. Business Preferred is another good option. You only earn 1 times points on your tax payment, but if you have a tax bill that's over $8,000, the minimum spend requirement is $8,000 to earn the 100,000 Chase points bonus on the Inc. Business Preferred. So those are some credit card options for you to pick from. Again, my links are down in the description, and using those links helps support my work. Before we wrap up here, here's another few handy tips to bear in mind if you're contemplating the idea of paying your taxes with a credit card. It's crucial to be careful not to exceed your credit limit and keep your credit utilization low. What you can do is split up the tax payments among different cards and maybe take advantage of earning multiple sign-up bonuses from your tax payment. Another one is make sure you can comfortably pay off your credit card in full. The number one rule when it comes to miles and points is that you want to pay off your credit cards in full and on time every single time. You don't want to pay those crazy interest rates on some of these credit cards. So it comes down to, can you pay your taxes with a credit card? Yes, but should you? That's entirely dependent on your situation and how you maximize your benefits from your rewards. Just remember, always consider the fees before you make a definitive decision. So that's all I have for today. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down below. Comment below if you have any questions. Thanks for watching this far, and I'll put some more videos over here if you want to maximize your points even further, and I'll see you guys in the next one.